Good morning and welcome along to the Goddess Box Co. My name is Liz and I'm going to take you through a nice flow just to create some space in the mind and the body. It's a nice morning practice, and if you have got your Goddess blend to hand, I recommend you go grab it. It's on the neck. So take your time. You want to welcome yourself into the morning and into the space. Just do like one little dot on the center of your hands because you don't want your hands too slidey on the mat. You want a good grip. Rub the hands nice and crisply together. Cup them over and take a big deep breath in. And then exhale, bring the hands directly into the heart center and bow down. Bringing the chin just to rest towards the center of the chest. You're going to take a couple of deep centering breaths just to relax the shoulders. Allow your belly muscles to soften for now. And just focus in on the breath, so on the inhale and on the exhale. With each breath out that you take, you want to allow the body to soften. You release tension, and each breath that you bring into the body, you're creating space. I want you to set a clear intention for your practice, always reminding you that the intention doesn't necessarily have to be for yourself. It could be for a situation or a loved one. Once the intention is set, take a deep breath in, and when you breathe out, release the intention to the universe and know that it will look after that intention for your highest good or for whoever you set it for. Flutter open your eyes and make your way over onto all fours. Take your time transitioning. You want to make sure that the knees are underneath your hips and the hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Giving yourself a nice broad base will give you some stability and that rooting sensation. Exhale, allow the belly to soften. Push your tailbone towards the sky and eye gaze, naturally gazing upwards. At your own pace now. So it doesn't matter if you're going to go forward, backward, side to side, fast or slow. You choose. Now take the knees approximately the width of the mat. Allow the big toes to touch and slide your bum back towards your heels. Stretch the arms forward and bring the forehead down towards the mat. Allow the whole body to melt downwards completely. In your own time, rise up to all fours again. If at any point you start to become fatigued during the practice, just come back to that pose, child's pose. Bring the hands slightly forward and curl your toes under and lift the bum skyward. Anchor down into the heels, and I want you to start to gently pedaling the heel down towards the earth with a nice knee bend. So make sure that you're soft and gentle. Remember that you're only in the warm-up phase of your yoga practice. We want the body to open up safely, so gentle movements, mindful connection to the body. And on the next exhale, I want you to find some stillness. So just root down into your hands and your feet. Lift the tailbone right up and push your heart back towards your thighs. Navel draws in now. Start to engage all the muscles. Allowing the head to fall downward and the shoulder blades to melt back away from the earlobes. Look forward towards the top edge of the mat, bend the knees, walk all the way towards the top end. Allow the body to dangle completely and grasp the elbow of the opposite arm. Head goes down, body goes down. Allowing the weight of the head to guide the upper body downward, stretching into the hamstrings and the lower back. And as you come into some poses today, I recommend that you close down the eyes and really internalize the practice. Let your arms go and curl up really slowly, stacking the vertebrae one at a time, very gently. Your head and your shoulders will always be the last thing to open up. Standing in Tadasana, mountain pose at the top of your mat, root into all four corners of your feet, engage the legs, and make sure that your pelvis is even. So tilt back and forward, and then find a halfway point. Draw in the navel and broaden the collarbones, power in your arms. Big breath in, reach the arms skyward. And as you exhale, bend your knees, come all the way down and glide your hands up towards your thighs. Push the crown of the head forward and pinch the elbows in by the waistline. Pause and feel into the back body. Exhale and close down completely. Roll up, please, stacking the vertebrae nice and slowly. Noticing any sticky points in the back. Deep breath in, arms reach up. Eye gaze may wish to follow. Exhale, soft knees. Drape the body forward. Hands glide up the thighs now, finding full extension. Exhale to close, and your right leg steps way back. Eyes on the horizon. Allow the back knee to descend to the mat for now and firmly grip the right hand into the mat as you twist into the left knee. Eye gaze up, out or down. Your hand that's in the air comes to the inside of the front foot. You lift the back knee, you ground your back heel and you walk all the way around to a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale and lift halfway and hold. Exhale, slowly close down. Grasp the opposite elbows again as you gently let the head fall forward and feel the weight of the upper body drawing length and strength into the back body. Walking all the way around the mat now. So you're facing the other end, ground the knee and your hand firmly presses in as you twist into the knee. This arm acts as an anchor, so you get a deeper stretch into the spine. Good. Deep breath in, hand comes to the inside once more. You lift to create space and you firm into the back leg as you slowly and mindfully walk all the way around to wide-legged forward fold. Place your hands down firmly. Bend your knees if you need to do that. Take a deep breath in and then rise up onto the fingertips. Draw the legs in and up, really engaging the inner thighs here. Focusing on the breath. Your next option is to place the hands on the hips, and if that's too intense, please put your hands back down onto the mat. Deep mindful breaths. Your breath is what carries your yoga practice. Placing your right hand down, you're going to gently twist, taking the eye gaze up, out or down, squaring off the hips. Reaching a little bit higher with the top hand and firming more into the hand that's on the mat. As you exhale, allow the body to unravel and exchange the hands. Exhale to open. Two hands find your mat. Your heels draw in as you bring your hands to the knees. You're going to drop the left shoulder head in towards the midline. And you're going to take your eye gaze up to the right corner of the room or the space that you're in. Coming back to center, strong legs. The right shoulder head drops in towards the midline. Eye gaze up. Good, continue your journey all the way around to the left side. Hands press down, coming up onto the toes as you pivot, step back into downward facing dog. Once again, pedal out your heels to create that lovely space in the back body. Start to warm up the entire spine, shoulders, wrists and ankle joints. Exhale and find some stillness. Close down the eyes, breathe. Look forward. Take a deep knee bend and left foot goes forward, and if it doesn't land and it's way back here, hand around ankle joint and assist it up. Ground the back knee for now. Take a full breath in, lift all the way up and lean back and forward. So it's a dual movement. Coming into a soft back bend and opening into the hip. Hands come all the way down. Rise up with the back leg, step back, down dog. Big juicy breath in and a heavy sigh out the mouth. Eye gaze goes forward. This is the direction that we move in. A deep knee bend, right foot forward, and it lands lightly. Finding your roots and your stability. Drop the back knee, float up, and then lean back. Coming back to downward facing dog. Glide forward into a high plank, and your option would be to descend here to the knees, so you can choose the variation that you wish. Squeeze your backside no matter what variation you're in. This will protect the lower back and will help to build up the core strength. If you're not on your knees, please do so now. Bring your elbows in as you slowly guide your heart down towards the mat, and you stop halfway, hold. You're going to push up and back towards your heels. Toes remain curled under. It's going to generate some heat now, so you're going to come all the way forward. Hips are dropped, backside is engaged, squeezing the muscles, elbows in, stop halfway and hold. Push up slowly, slowly. And then lean back. This is a lovely, like, counter pose. Stretching the triceps after they contract at the back of the arms. Glide forward. Strength, control, connection. Ease down. Push up. You have one more, you're doing really well. Wear a big smile on your face. It makes everything easier. Glide forward, hold. Coming all the way down this time. You're going to slide the heart forward and allow your toes to anchor into the mat and your pubic bone. Pull the palms of the hands back as if you're trying to stretch the mat backwards, and peel the chest bone up. Big smile on the collarbones. Holding and using the back muscles now to engage, baby cobra. Sliding back for a brief moment to child's pose. Curl the toes under and then find downward facing dog. Look forward, deep knee bend, left foot forward. And as it lands, you ground the back heel and you cartwheel the arms all the way up. We're coming to Trikonasana. So the front leg, we want that to remain straight and strong, and from the hip to the heel, straight and strong. Reach the arms really long, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to reach forward, slowly pausing, and then gently guide your body downward. Eye gaze can be out, it can be down, or it can be up, so you can choose what feels good for your neck. Watch the top shoulder creeping forward. We're going to pull that back and down. You can use your body as a gentle anchor, or you can hook underneath your big toe. Watch for the body wanting to collapse forward. We want to really twist from the ribs, sink heart to sky. Bend into that front knee and come into warrior two. So 2 arms straight and strong, and your eye gaze goes down the front middle finger. Checkpoints here, it's that the front knee arm collapsing in. So we need some weight in the little toe edge of the front foot. Broaden out, yeah, give yourself a broad base, so open up. So this is a hip opening pose. Relax your shoulders down, lift through the crown of the head, stand proud, stand tall. Arms reach up overhead, 2 arms. Now turn the toes out on the back leg. And then bring the heel toe in. And as you sit down deeply into a squat, your options, put your hands down. This might be slightly easier. Or else you can keep them elevated up. Exhale, sit back, sit down. You're going to wrap your arms. So you're going to go right underneath, left on top, right tongue to nose, wrap like ropes. Sit back, sit down as if you're straddling a big horse, and I want you to lift the elbows all the way up towards the sky. Settle in. Don't focus primarily just on the legs, focus on the breath. Unravel the arms, reach up, straight strong legs, and we're going to open now to the other side. So a deep knee bend. Setting up for Virabhadrasana 2, strong back legs, so watch the knee collapsing in, strong foundations. Breathe out, arms reach, settle in. Good, now 2 legs straight and strong, you're reaching, going into Trikonasana, triangle pose, same thing that we did on the other side. Gently guiding down, remembering that you can use the body. If you need to bend the knee, if you need to shorten the stance, whatever's good for your body, your practice. Really focus now on getting a nice twist throughout the back. Think about the ribs coming around, rather than towards the back, they're coming forward. Once again, you're going to bend into that knee. Guide the body all the way up, arms reach up overhead, toes go forward for a breath. Then the heels come in as you sit back, sit down. This time, you're doing really well. If the legs are a bit shaky, that's perfect, okay? You're going to bring the left in and the right underneath. Right tongue comes in, arms wrap like ropes, elbows lift. Now heel toe your feet all the way in, so that they're just outside of the hips. Take it a deep breath in, exhale, sit back, sit down. Targeting a new muscle group here. Unravel the arms, your options to remain here. If you can come down, I want you just to roll up onto the balls of your feet, onto your tippy toes for now. This creates a nice stretch on the fascia of the feet, which can be quite bound, especially if you've got a flat foot. Pause in the middle, find that juicy spot, and then just sit in. Deep Hindu squat. Too intense, take a breath, stand up, shake your legs. Your practice, your body, you know best. See, can you meet yourself with a softness? So where there's deep resistance, where your body's quite bound, this is where you really need to focus on that deep connection of breath work. Your breath will soften that fascia, the muscles that are really tight and bound. We want to oxidize them. Take your hands forward, bring yourself forward, tailbone skyward, head down, heel toe in. Roll up please into Tadasana, take your time. Standing tall, standing proud, fingertips reach down. Close down your eyes and feel mountain pose. Feel every fibre in your body with heat. Feel the muscles starting to strengthen and engage, and really supporting you. Deep breath in, arms sweep all the way up overhead. Exhale, interlace your fingers at the base of your spine. Pull the knuckles down towards the heels, and as you breathe out, you're going to slowly come forward. Knuckles coming up and overhead. Soft bend in the knees, so no poker legs. Nod your head yes, no, get rid of any tension. Deep sighs. Settle in. Feel the shoulders open, the hamstrings, the lower back. Allow the head to become really soft. Release the arms completely. Wherever you are, you just want to make sure that you have enough room to step back. So if you need to walk around on the mat, make sure that the long edge is behind you. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to close. Right leg steps way, way, way back. Eye gaze goes forward. Make sure you've got a stable base as you rise up into high lunge, and your option is here, back knee down. So you can choose. Exhale, settle in, square your hips off. Pelvic tilt under so that you really engage the hip flexor. Don't worry about having it all stretched back. If there's no engagement, you're not going to have any strength. You're just going to have length. Hands come down, they find the mat. You take a deep breath in, spinal twist in towards the knee. Please reach up. Top hand comes to the inside of that front foot. We pivot on our feet to a wide-legged forward fold. Head down, body down. We inhale, halfway lift. Suck the navel in to support the back. Hands on side or open up like an airplane. The hands find the earth. You take a moment to connect, soften. Engage everything again, every muscle, every fibre. Walking around to the other edge of the mat. Push into the back heel to create that space, and the foundations are strong as we rise up, pelvic tilt under. Engagement and strength. We don't want long floppy muscles, we want strong bodies. As you breathe out, you come all the way down, hands frame the front foot, pivoting in towards the knee, spinal twist. Drop the hips. That hand finds the outside of the front foot and the back knee curtsies in, curtsy step in. I'm just going to turn to the camera so you can see me. So you should be sitting like this now, preparing for a spinal twist. Now, you want to make sure that you're not lifted up. So create a bit of a space by moving the heel out so that your backside can get down, and allow yourself to move material at the top so that your anchors, your bum is anchored in, so we get the full benefits of our yoga poses. The opposite arm to the front leg. So my left hand is going to wrap around my right knee. So take a deep breath in, wrap, hug in nice and tight. I'm going to use this hand as an anchor of support, basing it at the base of my spine, and inhale, lift. Exhale, look back over the shoulder. If you want to intensify the stretch, you can take the elbow to the outer part of the knee. Inhale and lift, and really forcing, well, gently forcing a bit more space and taking the palms of the hands into Namaskar, into prayer position. You're going to feel a deeper and more intense stretch into the gluteal muscles, the backside muscles. Conscious breaths, nice and full. Creating softness and surrendering where possible, so that you can really reap the full benefits of the posture. Trying to soften, relax, be present. Coming back towards the center, take the leg that's across and lengthen it. Take the sole of the foot towards the inner thigh. Then inhale it, square off, creating a nice space again here. Square off, take a breath in, and as you exhale, descend downward. Please don't worry about getting your head down towards the foot. Keep the spine long and space long, so don't round and crunch. So deep breath in, exhale, descend. Wherever you land is perfect. Inhale and halfway. And then exhale, you're going to push through the crown of the head a little bit more and draw the shoulders back and down, really engaging the arms. Just feel that in the back of the leg, the hamstrings. Hold there for a couple of breaths. As you exhale, allow the hands to ungrip and slowly glide yourself back into a long spine. This leg that's long, you're going to curl it in, heel in towards the bum cheek, and you're just going to wrap up and over. So up and over and stabilize. Lovely. So we're coming to that spinal twist on the opposite side. So my right hand wraps around the outer left knee. Remembering the variation option is to take the elbow up and over, making sure that the spine is long, I've got enough space. Hands together and eye gaze goes back. Hands in prayer at the center of the chest if it's available to you. Rooting into that big toe. Take a breath in, and as the body unravels, softly let the arms come forward. Taking that top leg, extending it long front, guiding the inner thigh of the other leg, the foot to the inner thigh. And then square off, always making sure that we've got good alignment before we move into the posture so that we're gently guiding the alignment of the muscles in a safe way. So breath in, exhale, slowly descend. Wherever you land is perfect. Taking a deep breath in and out to settle into the pose. Inhale, halfway lift. Hold on the halfway. Remembering now that there's a new energy in the arms, it's a little bit more strong. And you want to pull the shoulders down and lift through the crown of the head. Feeling the intensity, like it really intensifies, I think, the middle part of the hamstring stretch. Okay, great job. Taking the breath in, and as you exhale, you slowly allow yourself to wind back. Taking the two legs out, come into a wide-legged forward fold. So this is a very intense stretch, so you want to take your time as you work your way into the stretch. Take the hands and move the gluteal muscles, the big muscles in the backside. You're going to find your sit bones. Draw the heels downward and the toes back towards the internal line of the body. And as you exhale, you're going to just rock forward and backwards, and you're going to feel that energy start to open from the groin, down the legs, and out the soles of your feet. Take your time, gentle rocking motion. This is a beautiful move to allow energy to shift and flow through the body. On the next exhale, you're going to gently pour the body downward, coming out onto the elbows, onto the hands, if that's available. And if you're right back here and you're listening and respecting your body, good job you. Your body opens at a safe pace, and we all have unique bodies. We never get aggressive with our bodies. This is where injury occurs. Think nose, chin and chest with the upper body alignment. But there's definitely some strength in the upper back, so we're not letting everything just fall forward and allow gravity. There's engagement, there's integrity in the upper back muscles, and a light firming energy in the palms of the hands. And I want you just to actually just disengage and feel the difference. Heels down, toes back, hands down. Shoulder heads back and down. Neck and neck, good alignment. Feel the difference between what we just did and what we're doing right now. Take a breath in, root into the hands, come all the way up. Slow rocking motion. If you want to put your hands right in on the hips, give them a gentle massage as you do this, please do. Really onto the thighs, whatever feels better. Remember, your body is a temple. It houses your beautiful soul. You only got one, so look after it well. I encourage you. Eat well, drink well, move well. Be well. Okay, from here you're going to gently guide the leg towards the midline. Now bring it all the way around, bending into two knees. Root in towards the center of the mat. Lay back, lay down. Take the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to splay out. Placing your hands intuitively on the body, settle down and breathe. Allow the feet to find the mat, making sure that you've got the whole length of the back down, so the tailbone isn't cocked up. So you want the tailbone down and whole length of the spine. So if you need to move to create that length of space and to push the tailbone gently down so it's not pelvic tilted under, I should say, you have a nice length. Okay. Root into all four corners of your feet. Now, this time, pelvic tilt under really slowly and curl up. Now watch the knees, don't want it to splay out. You're going to bring your body weight up onto the shoulders. Exhale, hold at the top, squeeze the bum, draw the heels in towards your backside muscles, hands down. And I want you to puff your chest upwards. Don't hold your breath. And then slowly upper, mid, lower, soften the glute muscles slightly as you're coming back down. This allows the spine to open up with greater ease. You're going to take the left leg all the way up. You're going to guide the ankle down just below the right knee. Needle and thread option here, level 1, option 2, as they say. Head down, body down, and softly rock in a circle-like motion. This should feel lovely onto the lower part of your spine. And definitely a good opening into the hip. Hold and take the two legs straight and strong into the air. If your hamstrings are really tight, that's okay. You can bend them, lengthen all the way up. And then one leg at a time, you're going to slowly lower, and then you're going to pull back up. Going to slowly lower and pull back up. Hands down, eye gaze up. Breathe in, breathe out. In and out. If this is too intense, you bend your knees and you shorten the range of movement. You're still working your abdominals and you can build up to straight legs. So always respect where you're at in your practice. This is why we call yoga practice. We get stronger the more and more we do it. Just a few more. Allow the soles of the feet to find the mat. On the next breath out, long flat spine, pelvic tilt under, all the way up onto the shoulder head. Squeeze the heels in and up towards the crown of the head almost. Think pulling up, 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 up. Don't let the knees drop outward. Streamline your energy. Lift and squeeze. Puff the chest forward proudly. And just hold. Soften the butt muscles and roll back down towards the mat. Right leg goes all the way up. Guide the ankle just below the knee as you scoop up and under. You choose the variation with your hand grip. Hold. Change in directions with the circles. Go one way and then go the other. Now, this side is really tight for me. I don't know about you, but I have one side that is completely tighter than the other. Like, quite significantly. Okay, I'm going to grip the backs of my thighs and I'm going to lightly roll up and tap down. I'm going to stay up on my tippy toes. I'm not going to have a dead straight back, or else I'm going to plant myself through the mat. I'm going to slightly round my spine and I'm going to trust myself to roll down and back up. So rolling down and back up. Tap the mat, roll down and back up. 3 more times. This is beautiful spinal release. bringing some fresh energy into the mind, the body, and the soul. Okay, let's just do 2 more. One for luck. And then we're going to hold up, reach the arms forward and C-curve the spine as we slowly descend down. Allow the knees to gather in, drop them towards the right side and take the eye gaze over towards the left. Spinal twist. Healthy spine, healthy body. Change sides, knees back towards the centre. Drop them to the left, eye gaze to the right. Winding down now. I hope you've enjoyed your practice. We're going to move into the relaxation part now. Take a full body stretch before we do. Send the arms out and the legs. Stretch the arms up overhead. Envision that you're being pulled in opposite directions. Big morning stretch. And release down into Shavasana. This is your resting pose. You can either make like a starfish. You can rest on your side. If your lower back is given out, broaden the feet and let the knees collapse into the midline. Lay down, relax, close your eyes. I encourage you to grab a blanket now and settle in and breathe nice and deep. So the way we begin our practice is how we end our practice. We invite our breath, our life force to be acknowledged. We let go of all judgment and expectations of ourselves and others. We allow our whole body to rest, surrendering down now. All the work is done. Arms, legs, they become nice and heavy. You hold no tension and they melt down into the mat. I'm going to leave you resting in Shavasana, and I recommend that you stay here for a minimum of 10 minutes. So with a heartfelt love, namaste and enjoy your rest.